Thank you for your interest in the Splunk Cloud Migration Assessment app. The purpose of this application is to collect data from any Splunk BYOL implementation and ensure that you're a fit for Splunk Cloud. There are no other app dependencies for this application, so installing is a breeze. Simply install it on a search head that has access to all of your data. After installing the app, you will first land on this Directions tab. The Directions tab will give you detailed information about what the app is doing. Please take the time to read it. Also, pay close attention to the fact that we do need access to all of your Splunk environment in order to make a proper assessment. If we can't see the data from the application, we simply can't analyze the data that's not there. So to get the best guidance and the most accurate recommendations from us, please make sure that we have access to all of this data. At the bottom of this page, you'll see that you are assigned a customer name automatically. If you don't like that customer name, you can put in anything that you like down here to override it. Just hit enter and you'll see it verified above. Using the app is very simple. All you need to do is click on each tab to load the data. You'll notice on the licensing tab that the Splunk Enterprise Core license is not filled in and is red. It's red because we need to manually select this and put something in. You can then continue on and pick any amount of other premium applications licensing that you may have already today. Moving on to the indexing tab, when you click onto that, we will also run dashboard panels that are collecting data about your indexes, then your data inputs, storage, and then the most important one will be search. This one will take a while longer to run because it's gathering a lot of data. Also notice that even when you don't have data to be displayed, like here with search concurrency, because I'm on a Mac and it's looking at introspection, the data won't show up there. However, all of the dashboards will have some sort of table results. So if you see something here like no results or results did not finish, make sure that you either refresh it or wait for that panel to finish, because we do need all the panels to finish to collect all of the data. Moving forward, we can collect information about your applications, your users, and also notice that all user information, hostname information, and IP addresses are obfuscated in one way or another. We'll show you how to analyze that before sending the data off. Then we collect data about forwarders, and then additional information about your SVCs or Splunk virtual cores that you may be using. Then finally, we go to the Apps Recommendation tab here. And what this tab is going to show us is at the top some more instructions on what to expect from the application output. And then we have options down here that we can choose from. We want to select the proper licensing model, standard ingest base or infrastructure based licensing. And then on the right hand side, notice that we'll switch back and forth between the explanation of each. Also go on to select each premium app that you're interested in moving forward with, because that will change your recommendations down below. You can also add any additional environments that recommendations that you may need, or parameters rather. And you can also pick between AWS and GCP as your cloud provider. Notice that the locations for GCP will be different from AWS as we do our rollout in GCP. There are also some single stats that give you detailed information about the stats that were collected to do each one of these calculations. These checks that are written below in this table are all based on information that's in our Splunk Cloud Service description, which is available and linked above at the top here. These checks will ensure that your environment is a perfect fit for Splunk Cloud. If there's anything where we need to make a decision, like you see here with retention, there are different storage options in Splunk Cloud, so you'll need to talk with your sales team to figure out what the best path forward for you is, because there's more than one option. And then down below, you'll see that when things are out of bounds, we have to also engage our sales team. If you have anything that shows up here that's not green, you'll be presented with a button to allow you to download the package. What this button does is it will take a copy of this application with all the information that you provided to us by clicking on those tabs. You simply click on the button to download the application. After you download the application, follow the instructions that are inside of the app to get that data to Splunk in a secure way. If you'd like to review the information before sending it to us, we have a link here which will give you a dashboard that will show you a sample of all the data that we've collected. And then alternatively, reading inside of here, you can go and look at each one of the lookup tables that were generated by this application before sending it to Splunk. Give it a thorough review before sending. You'll also notice at the bottom here that we have additional information about supported versions and the current versions of premium apps, as well as the Splunk forwarders that work with Splunk Cloud. So thank you for your interest in the Splunk Cloud Migration Assessment app. This app will continue to get updates and be available on Splunk Base, and we'll update this video as major changes are rolled out. Thank you.